I have with me Laura Ash. She's an industrial design graduate. She graduated about a year and a half ago, and she's been working with wood in her designs and products that she's made since then. So, what do you see the Webbwood being used for?
Um, I can see it being used for cutlery, since it does have high density and waterproofness to it. Easy to clean that way, gives you a custom look. Knives, especially if they're the special knives, are always on display, usually on the countertop, so it'll give you something to look at. Furniture with more subtle colors, I can definitely see. Even though it's already a veneer, I can see it being a veneer for like cars, like the finished product of the cars on dashboards and details. Thank you. It's still a dashboard. Or now they're putting wood on steering wheels, so it could be used for that. It seems more of a customization product instead of a complete mass-produced product. So just sell it as wood as it is now, but you can have the market instead of just to bulk suppliers to artists, craftsmen.
All right.
Like
Would there be any specific colors that you could see being used for, I don't know, holidays or custom things specifically?
Obviously red and green for Christmas, or like a silver and blue for Christmas, wintertime, Hanukkah things, all Halloween, orange and black. I mean, all holidays have their own custom colors attached to them, so.
What kind of things have you designed that use wood in the past?
I have made a tea coffee set. I have.
Do you know what kind of wood you used?
Ash.
Ash.
White ash.
As far as stains go, what happens if you stain too much? Is there anything you can do at that point?
You can stain off, or you stain remover,
Mm-hmm.
which is the same thing as painting. Smelly, really chemically, not really nice. I prefer staining, if possible.
So something I take away from what you're saying is this wood is a lot cleaner chemically, and if a child puts their tongue to the wood, they're not going to get sick from the stains. So essentially, it's a child-friendly material, kind of. Okay. With stains, you normally have to replace that yearly, or?
When you stain something, you usually have a protective coat over it.
Mm-hmm.
Polyurethane, beeswax, something. That will wear down,
Mm-hmm.
so you can put new coats of that. However, the stain doesn't usually go away unless you have chips in it and stuff.
Okay.
But general wear, it's usually the coating that comes off, and then if you sand off the coating, sometimes you sand off the stain as well.
And how expensive is stains and things of that nature?
Depends on the company and what you're staining with.
Mm-hmm.
The project I stained with was a homemade stain, so it was cheap. It was just some steel wool and vinegar, and it was really inexpensive. But some stains are really customized and can be a lot more expensive.
So would you say that the cups that you designed, would the stain in them last long because they're working with water, even though they're working with water?
Our cups made out of wood, but those usually don't get stained. Those just usually have a poly coating or something like that, and then the poly coating's fine for a while.
With wood products that sit outside, how fast does staining and that protective layer diminish
Well,
compared
most
to...
outdoor furniture made out of teak, which is really weather resistant. Obviously less expensive outdoor wood furniture does not last as long, and the whole product is usually not of good quality, so the stain and whatever finish they put on it doesn't last very long. They would probably last a season or two of being outside, and then you drastically notice the thing. But if you have teak furniture, that can last years.
Okay.
It just depends on the quality of the product that you purchase.
You might not be a big gun person.
I am not.
But, would you buy this type of wood for handles and such for guns, pool sticks, cutlery, as you said?
Well, from what I understand, from reading about your product, it is a composite with plastic, which gives it extra durability from wear and from the elements. So I don't see why it wouldn't be a good choice for those things, because it has the resin binding of the wood veneer. Plus, the product has different densities, so depending on the product, you can have the different density that's needed. So I don't see why it...
I guess the last question is there anything else that you could add to our research? And is there anything I didn't ask you that you'd like to chime in?
Do you want me to answer the question?
Shoot an honest answer. I know you're not a big fan of the laminated wood.
Well, you should have known what a composite is,
Okay.
or what veneer was.
Okay.
Or, I'm not a fan of laminated wood, because it's usually cheaper. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have its uses, and doesn't mean it doesn't have its place. But I'm an old school person, so I like my old school stuff.
Alright. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know that's wood. Phone. So after the competition Diamond Wood burned down, Webbwood is the only manufacturer to create multi-layer wood with any color that is pretty much waterproof. There is no other competitor out there that could beat Webbwood, and they sell it in multiple colors, sheets, sizes, and pretty much indestructible. Alright, so this wood could be used for practically anything you know that's wood. Phone cases, gun stocks, pool cues, pool tables. Just look at the two competitions here. This is your everyday wood, floats in water, absorbs all the water, feels like it's easy to break. And this is Webbwood. Waterproof, durable, multi-layered, colored. And look, there's no change in color.
Wood, maple wood, cherry wood, walnut wood. I mean, basically you can make oak wood.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we have tables that are laminates too that are good for kids because they can. I don't know how strong this is.
It's pretty strong. Yeah, we've done tests on it already.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, yeah. I mean, we just sold a couple of laminate tables that we have that are, take a beating on where wood is a little, dense where they could put nicks in it and so forth on there. But
and for a pool,
what company makes this here?
it's called Webbwood.
Webbwood?
Yep.
But they're not very knowledgeable about pool tables, though, are they?
They're just trying to find different markets they could target, trying to sell the wood.
Well, I mean, getting into the pool table business could be a little tough.
Yeah, what they're really trying to do is like sell the sheet of wood to people that
like to the
like
manufacturer.
to manufacture.
Yeah, but we're trying to see if pool tables might be a good market. They might
one
want
of
to
the
sell
companies
to.
we deal with is Canadian Billiards, and they make the laminates on the tables there. I don't know how much more expensive this would be than the laminates they use. Or anything.
How much do laminates typically
I have no
go for?
clue what these things.
I don't know anything about
manufacturing.
manufacturing.
You basically have to talk to some manufacturer about the woods they use and the pricing. I mean,
Have you seen pool cues made out of laminate, or
No.
is all solid maple?
You totally want a solid wood for a pool cue because
Yeah,
of the way
so
that
I
it
figured.
deflects and interacts with the pool ball. I mean, as far as with pool tables, usually the slate costs more than the actual wood or the material for the body is. I have no idea what the actual costs are and stuff like that as far as on the manufacturing end.
But that's pretty cool. They could do this all in different
Yeah,
colors
there's
too.
different colors here. They could do pretty much any color.
Where
any
are they
pattern.
located at?
In Rochester, I think, or Rhode
Rochester?
Island.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, yeah, I mean, there probably could be a market if they could convince some manufacturers.
Yeah, there was only one competitor at the time, but it recently burned down.
Oh, really?
They haven't opened yet.
So, I mean,
Is this good for outdoor use too?
Yeah, it's waterproof. It's one thing they kind of didn't recommend it for is flooring,
right? That's what,
because flooring kind of takes a beating walking on it and
Right,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
right.
I figured more of like furniture, gun stocks they've already made before,
Right.
and like probably
Stuff like that. Right.
laminating different things with the wood instead of making the whole.
Yeah, I mean, if
solid
they went
pool
to
thing.
some of these pool table manufacturers, I mean, there's a lot of them in China, which is
Yeah.
crap. But
Well,
yeah.
you guys, I'm trying to think. I think there might be a pool table manufacturer somewhere in New Jersey. John Jones. I don't know if that guy still makes tables or not.
Up in,
But
Pittsburgh?
he'd be. Yeah, I think he's somewhere. I don't know. Maybe you could Google him, but he might be better talking to him because he knows
Yeah,
more about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we sell the pool tables. We know what they're made out of and constructed, like the woods I told you. But
Yeah, because my godfather actually bought a really nice pool table for
oh
me.
yeah,
Yeah, he bought the whole set, the cue, hand chalk stands.
yeah, we sell the whole package there. But yeah, the best bet is probably try to get a hold of somebody that deals with wood. Because we, like I said, we get the tables in, we know what they're made out of. But some manufacturer that it's possible, right?
And what did like the pool cues usually go for? Because I think they actually tried making one already, but
Cues range from, house cues range from about $30 up to, then we have Viking cues, which are American made, McDermott cues, which are American made. They go start at like 200 and they go up to 1,000.
yeah, I've seen a couple like 250.
Yeah, 250, but there are cues out there that we just sold a Viking cue yesterday for $800.
Wow.
But it's a maple wood on it. And then they have Q-Tech cues, which are wood with an overlay of fiberglass, right?
Yeah. So wood core
Wood
wrapped
core.
in fiberglass.
Yeah, I have a graphite one actually.
Graphite, is it like a graphite?
Graphite
cue?
and a fiberglass one.
Whether that would be, is that warp resistant?
Oh yeah, they actually could warp it into different things.
That's a plus because a lot of wooden cues, if people leave them in their cars with the heat, the temperature, and all that, you're not supposed to. Then
Yeah, they made a couple of things and actually just laminate over like curved
Right.
surfaces and stuff like that
Right.
too, and it lasts pretty well because once they do that, they just treat it with their own chemicals and
Right.
run it through their whole process.
So what do you like? Trying to get a little education on this here?
Yeah, because we're pretty much the whole project is we're trying to figure out markets to
Markets.
sell it to.
I mean, there's probably a lot of markets.
and then
for
also
that.
even like we're trying to get price ranges or like what do you think or what would you like wood to have like in the future that you haven't seen yet?
Yeah, well, see, we don't know the price. We know what we get the tables, we get with the slate and the bodies, the legs, everything. So, we put it together. But as far as pricing of the woods, I don't know what they would go for because you have the slate, you got your woods, depending on what kind of wood you want. You want maple wood, you want tulip wood. I mean, tulip wood, a lot of people don't even know what tulip wood is. It's a popular wood, but it's warp resistant, crack resistant. It just shows more grain than maple wood. Maple is very smooth. Tulip has a little grain in it, which some people don't care about the grain. But and then cherry wood, of course, is cherry wood. It's expensive, and walnut wood's hard as a rock. Walnut wood's expensive. But yeah, you basically have to talk to some kind of a manufacturer that deals with wood for pricing and all that. 'Cause I wouldn't.
Well, I think the thing, just talking about pool tables, that would be most useful for. I think would be for outdoor pool tables, basically.
Yeah.
Because most outdoor pool tables now are either made out of like teak wood, which is very expensive, or just like a laminate. But that looks nice because looks like wood.
Yeah.
It has a wood grain to it.
Yeah, usually
but
the
I
sheet
think,
of this is like runs around like $200, $250, depending on how many colors you get, the density level. They have different levels of it too.
Now, whether people are going to go for colors like that or
Yeah, there's solid colors too, not just green.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
a few.
well,
They
I'm
have
sure
about
they
like
could probably
50,
finish
100.
it with a million different colors.
Yeah, they do.
wanted
They have
to,
lists of like 100
I
colors.
mean, that could
already.
be nice too, because most of your woods, you can't get colors like
Yeah,
that.
they even
so-
have like white wood pattern, different
Right.
woods. And what is the slate made out of for the outdoor pool tables?
Well, a lot of times they will use slate if it's a nicer outdoor pool table, like a better quality. If not, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. They use material called like pearl board. That's on a one cheap one that we sold, but I don't even really know what that stuff is. Some kind of synthetic material made in China. So.
Okay.
Woo! Is it about 60-yard pass play?
You'd be doing that all day.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, your best bet is probably to, I don't even know how you're going to get in touch with some kind of a
No, you definitely
manufacturer.
helped enough. Yeah, we're just trying to get like interviews with like different people.
Okay.
Even people like hotels might want like their furniture or doors just have like product differentiation.
Right.
To me, I think outdoor furniture would probably be your best application for that. Because
Definitely.
there's not that many materials out there for that. And it's different kinds of laminates, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys.
All right, well, good luck with
Thank you,
everything.
guys.
Another market we could definitely capture is Home Depot and Lowe's, which sell sheets of wood just like this, but they're very basic. They're definitely regular sheets of wood. None of them are really waterproof. Definitely like Webbwood, which I have. You don't see really wood waterproof like this, colored. You just see regular sheets ranging around like $30. The thicker, probably around $50. But I think this could definitely differentiate Webbwood from any other wood out there. So we had this wood in here for about 3 hours now, just sitting in the water. That's regular wood. This is Webbwood, same exact water. Been in here for 3 hours. I can't break this. Like, it's impossible. Color's still exactly the same. Nothing different about it. Alright, so Webbwood has all the skills, knowledge, and tools to create any shape, size, or color of this wood. But the question is, who do they market it to and who do they sell it to?